meditation to attain jhana. In Mahasatipatthana Sutta, Buddha explained about Ānāpāna meditation. I want to recite Pali. Katin Chapana Bhikkhave Bhikkhu Kaye Gayanupasi Viharadi Ida Bhikkhave Bhikkhu Rinya Gadawa Rukha Mula Gadawa Sunyagara Gadawa Nisi Dadi Balinga Abhujaidawa Ujung Kayam Bandidaya Parimukha Sade Upatabadawa So Sadawa Asasadi Sadawa Pasasadi. If you understand Pali language, these sentences are very simple and very beautiful. What is the meaning? How does a bhikkhu avoid contemplating body as a body? This is the question. Buddha explained different answers about Kayanupassana, contemplating body as a body. Number one is Ānāpāna Chapter. In Ānāpāna Chapter, Buddha explains, if you want to practice Ānāpāna, please go to a forest. This is forest, very good forest, very quiet. Forest refuge, very good. Or to the root of a tree, or to a secluded house. There you should sit down. Having folded your legs crosswise. This is very good posture. Then set your body erect. Upper body must be erect. Establish your mindfulness on your meditation object. What is your meditation object? Now you are practicing Ānāpāna. Ānāpāna is your meditation object. If you are practicing 4 elements meditation, 4 elements are your meditation object. So establish your mindfulness on your meditation object, such as Ānāpāna. After establishing, what you should try? So Sadawa Asasati Sadawa Pasasati. Ever mindful breathe in, ever mindful breathe out. When you are breathing in or when you are breathing out, mindfulness is very important. So if you want to practice Ānāpāna, you should try ever mindfully to concentrate or to pay attention to your Ānāpāna meditation object. This is how you should practice ever mindful, to breathe in or to breathe out. There are 4 stages. We had discussed partially last week. Number 1 is Dīgaṁ asasando dīgaṁ asasamiti pajanati. Dīgaṁ pasasando dīgaṁ pasasamiti pajanati. When breathing in long, he understands I am breathing in long. When breathing in short, he understands I am breathing out short. I am breathing out long. So this is number 1, long breath. Number 2 is Rasāṁ asasando rasa asasamiti pajanati. Rasāṁ pasasando rasam pasasamiti pajanati. When breathing in a short breath, he understands I am breathing in a short breath. When breathing out a short breath, he understands I am breathing out a short breath. This is second stage, short breath. Then number 3 is Sava Gaya Parisamvedi Asasaisamiti Sikkati. Sava Gaya Parisamvedi Pasasaisamiti Sikkati. experiencing the whole breath body, I will breathe in, thus he trains himself. Experiencing the whole breath body, I will breathe out, thus he trains himself. This is third stage, number 3. Number 4 is Pasambayan Kaya Sankhara Asa Sesamiti Sekhadi. Pasambayan Kaya Sankhara Pasa Sesamiti Sekhadi. Coming the breath formations, I will breathe in, thus he trains himself. Coming the breath body, I shall breathe out, thus he trains himself. These sentences are very simple, but practically if you practice, they are very difficult. Number 1 is long breath, number 2 is short breath, number 3 is the whole breath body. Number 4 is calming the breath body. Calming the breath body is very wide. Very wide means complete up, you must practice complete cessation of breath. When the breath will completely cease, if you attain 4th jhana, your breath will cease completely. If you enter into 4th jhana attainment for about 1 hour, within 1 hour, your breath will cease completely. If you enter into your 4th jhana attainment about 2 hours or 3 hours, then your breath will cease completely about 2 hours or 3 hours, etc. Some patients like asthma, if they can re-establish their 4th jhana very quickly, when they are very difficult to breathe, then their breath completely stops for 2 or 3 hours if they can stay in their 4th jhana. Then when they emerge from their jhana, their asthma became very good. Because they does not breathe about 2 or 3 hours. So other than their asthma becomes very good. So to attain up to 4th jhana stage, how you should practice? Number 1, long breath. Number 2, short breath. Number 3, the whole breath body. These 3 stages are when you are practicing practically combined together. First, if you can concentrate on your breath object, it is not necessary to try counting breath. But if you cannot concentrate well on your breath object, counting is very helpful. While counting, you should emphasize in-breath and out-breath only. But that in-breath or that out-breath may be sometimes long or sometimes may be short. Whether it is long or short, no problem. You should try to understand the whole body of breath. So 3 stages combined together. Then slowly concentration will develop. When your concentration develops, at that time your breath will very calm. This is the beginning stage of calming the breath body or the breath formations. When this is called very subtle breath. When the breath becomes subtle, you should try to understand the whole body, the whole subtle breath body, whether it is long or short, no problem. If you can concentrate more than half hour or about 1 hour every sitting, you can stop counting. Without counting, when you are concentrating on your breath object, you should try to understand the whole body breath, the whole breath body. Whether it is long or short, no problem. Then it will become very subtle. Subtle breath is very good. Why? When your concentration develops, your breath will become subtle. It is natural. On that subtle breath, if you can concentrate clearly, then very soon nimitta will appear. Nimitta is usually coming out from your nose together with your breath. This is called nimitta. But for some meditators, Western light or the light of Western comes first. The light of wisdom, what is the source? The source of the light of wisdom as well as the source of the nimitta. The source is same. Source means your concentrated mind rises depending on your heart phase. That concentrated mind can produce kalabas, small particles. But not only concentrated mind, but every consciousness which rises depending on your heart phase can produce kalabas every day, every moment. This mind produce kalabas spread throughout the body, everywhere. Because of this reason, you can raise up your hand very easily whenever you want to raise up. You can stretch, you can bend, you can stretch, you can go. Because mind produce kalabas are everywhere throughout your body. In those kalabas, if you analyze those kalabas, in each kalaba there are 8 types of materiality such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, nutritive acid. Among these 8 types, there is color. That color is very bright when concentration is very deep. Concentrated mind is always associated with wisdom faculty. We call this is Panya. That wisdom faculty, when that wisdom faculty very powerful, the color of the mind produced kalabas became bright. Among those kalabas, there is in each kalaba there is fire element. That fire element also can produce new generations, new kalabas. If you analyze those kalabas, there are also in the same way 8 types of materiality. Among 8 types, there is also color. That color is also become bright. Fire element is sometimes called temperature, Utu. That temperature produces kalabas color and mind produces kalabas color. They rise closely to each other in your body as well as outside, external. But in your internal body, mind produces kalabas color is spread throughout your body. But the color of temperature produces kalabas is not only internally but also externally. Some meditators see Western light here, etc. But when concentration very deep and very stable, that Western light is everywhere surrounding your body. So this is mind produced kalabas, temperature produced kalabas color only. Temperature produced kalabas color is only internally, but temperature produced kalabas color is not only internally but also externally. But mind produced kalabas color is only internally, not externally. So because of this reason, some meditators, if they pay attention to their own body, they can see the whole body become bright. This brightness, bright color is the color of, we call the light of wisdom or wisdom light. In the same way, every consciousness which rises depending on your heart phase can also produce breath, inhalation and exhalation. That breath is mind-produced breath. A group of mind-produced kalabas. But the concentrated mind is powerful. When concentration is very deep, that concentrated mind is also associated with wisdom faculty. Because of concentration, samadhi, wisdom faculty, panya also become powerful. When wisdom faculty become powerful, then that wisdom faculty can produce this breath. the breath also becomes kala. If you can do some 4 elements meditation systematically in your breath, breath is nothing but a group of small particles called kalabas. If you analyze these kalabas, in each kalaba there are 9 types of materiality, such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence, and breathing sound. Among these 9 types, there is kala. That kala becomes bright when wisdom, faculty, and concentration become very strong and powerful. So because of this reason, this is also mind-produced kala only. Your mind, your consciousness, which arises dependent on, which is associated with concentration and wisdom, faculty, can produce this nimitta. Nimitta is nothing but your breath kala only. But when your concentration becomes deeper and deeper, when your breath, breath is nothing but a group of small particles. Already I had explained. If you analyze these kalabas, in each kalaba there are 9 types of materiality. Among 9 types, there is fire element. That fire element is called Tejo Udu, temperature. That temperature also can produce new kalabas. Depending on concentration and wisdom faculties power, that temperature produce kalabas kala also become bright. If you see nimitta outside your nostril, this is usually temperature produce kalabas kala. That temperature produce kalabas kala not only on your nostril, but also depending on your concentration and the power of wisdom faculty. It can also go very far away, become white, or become very low. So depending on your concentration and depending on your wisdom faculty, this we call nimitta can be increased. But this is not good. Not good means if you want to attain jhana, you should not try to make your nimitta become bigger or become longer. Long. Whether it is long or whether it is short, no problem. Whether it is big or whether it is small, no problem. Your responsibility is to concentrate on your nimitta only. Most important rule is Phutta Phothoga Sebana Satin Tapedawa Bhavanta Seva Bhavana Sampichati. On the touching point, if you can concentrate well, your Ānāpāna meditation can be developed. If you cannot concentrate on the touching point, your Ānāpāna meditation cannot develop. So, if you want to develop or to attain jhana, you should focus on your touching point only. When your breath becomes nimitta, then the breath and nimitta must mix together. Nimitta also produced by your concentrated mind. Wisdom light also produced by your concentrated mind. So because of this, the source is same. But wisdom light is not your meditation object. Your meditation object is nimitta only, Ānāpāna nimitta only. So Ānāpāna nimitta, what is nimitta? Nimitta is sign of concentration, they translate. But it is also the cause of concentration as well. Why? Because of concentration or concentrated mind produce this nimitta, it is true. When concentration develops, then nimitta appear. Because of this reason, this nimitta is sign of concentration. But if you can concentrate on your nimitta, your concentration also develops further. You can attain jhana. So this nimitta also can be called the cause of jhana concentration. What cause? Object cause only. So the nimitta is the sign of concentration or the cause of concentration. If you focus on your nimitta, on your touching point around this area, then nimitta at the beginning stage, nimitta will become purple color or grey smoky color. That purple color is called preliminary sign parigama nimitta. If you can concentrate on that purple color more than 1 hour, etc., then slowly that purple color will change into white color, like cotton wool. That white color nimitta is called Ogaha nimitta, learning sign. Again, if you can concentrate on that white nimitta, learning sign nimitta, then slowly when your concentration develops, it will change into transparent, bright color, like morning star. That transparent, bright color, like morning star nimitta is called Patibhaga nimitta, counterpart sign. While you are concentrating on your nimitta, at that time, if your breath becomes very, very subtle, it is better. Why? You must concentrate on your nimitta only, not your breath. Sometimes if you pay attention to your breath, sometimes if you pay attention to your nimitta, then concentration cannot develop. So one object is very important. Because of this reason, when you are emphasizing or when you are focusing on your nimitta, at that time breath is very gross, then your mind will go back to your breath occasionally. If it is so, then your concentration cannot develop. Because of this reason, when concentration develops, naturally the breath becomes subtle. Subtle breath is very good. When you are concentrated on your nimitta, at that time, if you do not know your breath, it is very good. If you know only nimitta, it is very good. So, while you are concentrated on your nimitta, different nimittas, one day when your concentration becomes deeper and deeper, and if you can maintain your concentration without interruption more than 1 hour, 2 hours, etc., then full absorption will arise. Your mind completely will sink into your nimitta and stay there peacefully for a long time. But at that time, you should not investigate too much. If you investigate too much, because of the excessive investigation, enlightenment factor, then your concentration group will decrease. So at that time, 7 enlightenment factors are very important. I want to explain about 7 enlightenment factors at that time. Number 1 is the enlightenment factor of mindfulness. This is very clear. Number 2 is the enlightenment factor of investigation. Dhamma-vicaya sambojjhanga. In this case, Dhamma-vicaya means only just penetrating your Patibhaga nimitta, counterpart sign only. That is called Dhamma-vicaya in this case. But when you are practicing vipassana, there may be another definition. Investigation, the meaning of investigation means understanding of the ultimate materiality, ultimate mentality and their causes, and the impermanent, suffering and non-self nature of those formations. This is investigation, the enlightenment factor of investigation. But in this case, the enlightenment factor of investigation is just penetrating Ānāpānasati nimitta, counterpart sign only. Then Viriya effort, the enlightenment factor of Viriya sambojjhanga, the enlightenment factor of effort to penetrate or to concentrate on your Ānāpānasati, you must try hard. That trying effort is called enlightenment factor of effort, viriya. Piti, another is rapture. When concentration becomes deeper and deeper, piti, rapture spread throughout the body. This is metaphorically. They say spread throughout the body only. Piti does not spread throughout the body. What spread? Piti rises depending on your heart phase. That piti, especially Jhāna piti, can produce kalabhas throughout the body. These kalabhas are called superior kalabhas, panita rupa. Superior. If you analyze those kalabhas, there are 8 types. In each kalabha, there are 3 types of tangible objects: earth element, fire element, wind element. These 3 tangible objects impinge body sensitivity throughout your body. Because of this reason, you feel piti spread throughout the body. In this way, you feel only. But piti does not spread. Spreading is the superior mind-produced kalabha spread throughout the body, produced by Jhāna consciousness, including piti. So this joy or rapture is called the enlightenment factor of joy. Then another enlightenment factor is pasati sambojjhanga, the enlightenment factor of tranquility. At that time, mind is very tranquil. No restless, no wandering. If there are wandering or there are restless mind, then your concentration is not yet deep enough. You should try to maintain this concentration more than 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, etc. Then another enlightenment factor is samadhi, concentration. The enlightenment factor of concentration. Your mind at that time concentrate on your Ānāpānasati nimitta counterpart side only. Then another enlightenment factor is upakkha sambojjhanga, the enlightenment factor of equanimity. At that time, your mind is equanimous mind. Don't worry about your full absorption or not, etc. No worry at that time. Only equanimous mind on your pratibhagga nimitta only. So, while you are practicing to attain jhana, taking Ānāpānasati nimitta counterpart side as object, you should try to make balance these 7 enlightenment factors. There are 2 groups. Number 1 group is investigation group. The enlightenment factor of investigation, the enlightenment factor of effort, the enlightenment factor of piti rapture. This is 1 group, investigation group. Another group is samadhi group, concentration group. They are the enlightenment factor of tranquility, the enlightenment factor of concentration, and the enlightenment factor of equanimity. These 3 are 1 group. So you should try to, these 2 groups, you must try to make balance. When concentration, when you are practicing samatha, if concentration group become excessive, it is also good, no problem. When you are practicing samatha, if investigation group becomes excessive, your concentration will decrease. So, when you are practicing Ānāpānasati nimitta, please try not to investigate too much. Your investigation must be only penetrating Ānāpānasati nimitta object only. What is this nimitta? This is round or long, or this is yellow or red, or etc. In this way, if you investigate too much, then concentration will decrease. While you are focusing on your Ānāpānasati nimitta, there are 2 important things. Number 1 is you should not pay attention characteristic. You should not pay attention the color of your nimitta. if you pay attention to the color of your nimitta, when your perception changes, color will be always changing. When your concentration very deep and stable, at that time, if you want to be your nimitta yellow color, then it will become yellow. If you want to be red, then it will change into red color. If you want to be round, it will become round. If you want to be long, it will become long. So always it will be changing. So you should not pay attention to the color and you should not pay attention to the form or shape. When your perception changes, nimitta, color and shape will be always changing. If nimitta is always changing, then concentration will decrease slowly because of the excessive enlightenment factor of investigation group. Another important thing is you should not pay attention to the characteristic. When you are practicing Ānāpāna, if you focus your breath inside your nose, pushing is very clear. If you pay attention pushing, then pushing slowly will become clearer and clearer, and then together hardness also will become clear. Pushing is the characteristic of wind element. Hardness is the characteristic of earth element. Or pushing is punching of the wind element. If you emphasize pushing in hardness, then many tensions will appear. That's pushing, hardness and cohesion, three together are called tension. If you pay attention to these many tensions, then slowly it will spread throughout your head. If you pay attention to your body, then it will spread throughout your body. This is 4 elements meditation only. If you want to practice Ānāpāna, you should not pay attention to this characteristic. This is one important thing. Another important thing is, when you are practicing Ānāpāna, breathing in disappear, breathing out disappear. This is nature impermanent. In this way, you should not pay attention as nature, dukkha, and anatta, because natural breath is not the object of vipassana. If you want to practice vipassana, you should discern 4 elements in your breath. Then you will not see your breath, you will see only a group of small particles. If you analyze these particles, kalabas, in each kalaba there are 9 types of materiality, including breathing sound. These 9 types of materiality are the object of vipassana. Without seeing kalabas and without analyzing kalabas and without understanding ultimate materiality, if you practice vipassana, this is only just superficial. So because of this reason, if you want to attain Jhāna, you should not pay attention also to the you should not contemplate as nature, dukkha, anatta. In the same way, while you are focusing on your nimitta, if you can discern 4 elements in your nimitta, nimitta is nothing but a group of small particles only, kalabas. If you analyze these kalabas, there are 8 types of materiality in external. These are the object of vipassana. But without seeing this ultimate materiality, if you pay attention your nimitta as nature, dukkha, anatta, then this is only superficial vipassana. So you should not pay attention as nature, dukkha, anatta. In the same way, in your nimitta, if you have enough concentration, you can discern 4 elements, the characteristic of 4 elements. These are also not your meditation object. Why? You are practicing Ānāpāna to attain Jhāna only. So in your nimitta, you should not pay attention 4 elements, as well as you should not pay attention anicca, dukkha, and anatta. How you should pay attention? You should pay attention nimitta as nimitta or as Ānāpāna, in-breath and out-breath. In this case, nimitta and in-breath and out-breath same. Why? Depending on your breath, nimitta appear. So because of this reason, nimitta and breath are same. You should just pay attention as breath or as nimitta only. You should concentrate on your nimitta only. Then slowly, when your concentration develops further, you may attain full absorption stage. That full absorption stage is called Jhāna concentration. But for beginners, this Jhāna concentration will be not so long. For some meditators, they can maintain their Jhāna concentration for about 10 minutes or 20 minutes, etc. But continuous practice will be necessary. If they can maintain their Jhāna concentration for about 20 minutes, the next sitting they should decide to maintain their concentration for about 30 minutes, then 40 minutes, then 1 hour, 2 hours, etc. Slowly they must increase their attainment, the time of attainment. If they can maintain their Jhāna concentration more than 2 hours, etc., at least 2 or 3 days, at that time they can reflect Jhāna patterns here. If you want to reflect Jhāna patterns, first you should try to understand your mind. What is mind? Manodvarampana bhavankanti Pa-Auk. Bhavanka is according to Saudhanta method. Mind is Bhavanka. What is Bhavanka? Bhavanka they translate as life continuum. According to Buddha's teaching, there are 2 types of mind: cognitive process and process free. Cognitive process means now you are listening my Dhamma talk. When you are listening my Dhamma talk, at that time, ear-do cognitive process arises. Then mind-do cognitive process follow. Between 2 cognitive processes, there may be many Bhavanka mind moments. Why? Previous karma you had accumulated in previous life, one type of wholesome karma. That karma produced now new 5 aggregates in your body. Because of this karma, this Bhavanka mind state appears between 2 cognitive processes. If between 2 cognitive processes, Bhavanka mind state does not appear, then consciousness, the series of consciousness will cease. When the series of consciousness cease, then this is called death. So, before death stage, to maintain your life, this consciousness arises because of previous karma. But if you practice dependent origination, and then you will understand fully this Bhavanka mind state. That Bhavanka mind state is arises dependent on your heart base. But now, if you discern this Bhavanka mind state, you cannot discern. You can discern here transparent body. Pabhasra Midam Bhikkhu Chaitan. In Gaudara Nikaya, Echara Sangada Chapter, Buddha explains this mind as Pabhasra, luminous mind. What is luminous mind? Is there any color in mind? No color in mind. But Buddha says luminous mind. Why? Sometimes metaphorically Buddha explained to understand the meaning. Please try to see me. Do you see me? Do you see? By what do you see? By your eye. Is it true? Do you see me by your eye? Really your eye cannot see. Please close. Do you see me? Cannot see because there is still I, but you cannot see. Why? Really, I consciousness which arises depending on your I sensitivity can see me. But if you close your eye, there is no light. Because of this reason, eye consciousness cannot rise, although there is eye sensitivity. If eye consciousness cannot rise, you cannot see me. So really, eye consciousness see me. Your eye consciousness see me only. Your eye sensitivity cannot see me. But metaphorically, they use, I see by my eye, in this way. In the same way only, when you are paying attention inside interior of your heart, you can see this mind to transparent, luminous body. That luminous body, transparent, like mirror. What is this? This is also, your Bhoenga mind state can produce this luminous body. Every consciousness which arises depending on your heart phase can produce mind produce kalapa. Your life continuum Bhoenga mind state also can produce mind produce kalapas. That Bhoenga mind state also associated with wisdom faculty usually. When this wisdom faculty is very powerful, then that mind produce kalapas kala also become luminous. But depending on previous karma, that wisdom faculty becomes powerful. When you are accumulating wholesome dhammas in previous life, this wholesome karma which can produce this Bhoenga mind state, including 5 aggregates. 5 aggregates including Bhoenga mind state. That karma is usually associated with wisdom faculty. When this wisdom faculty is very powerful, Bhoenga mind state, wisdom faculty of the Bhoenga mind state also becomes powerful. Depending on this power, this mirror Bhoenga mind you can see. That Bhoenga mind becomes luminous. You can see. So, when you are discerning Bhoenga, when you are trying to reflect Jhāna factors, at that time you can see this mirror only, not Bhoenga mind state. This metaphorically Buddha explained this is Bhoenga mind. That Bhoenga mind is necessary if you want to discern Jhāna factors. How you should try? First, you should try to re-establish your Jhāna concentration for about 1 hour. Taking your Ānāpānasati nimitta counterpart sign as object. As soon as you emerge from your Jhāna, then you should reflect interior of your heart face. Then you can see here like mirror luminous Bhoenga mind. If you can discern this Bhoenga mind, then inside, if you pay attention inside that mirror, you can see this Ānāpānasati nimitta counterpart sign inside your mirror. If you, for example, if you stand in front of a mirror, inside mirror you can see your face. Mirror is another. Image of your face is another. They are completely different. In the same way, this Bhoenga mind is like mirror. Inside Bhoenga mind you can see this Ānāpānasati nimitta counterpart sign. This counterpart sign is another. If you see your counterpart sign inside Bhoenga, then you get discern Jhāna factors at that time 1 by 1. Videka. Videka is, they translate initial application of the mind to the Ānāpānasati nimitta. Vichara is sustained application of the mind to the Ānāpānasati nimitta. Piti is rapture. Sukha is happiness feeling. Ekaggata is one-pointedness. This is called concentration, jhana concentration. These 5 jhana factors you should try to discern one by one. You should re-establish your 5 jhana concentration again and again, and then please reflect jhana factors one by one again and again. In this way, by discerning, Bhuanga mind and your Ānāpānasati nimitta together. Then you can discern these jhana factors one by one. If you can discern jhana factors one by one, clearly, then please re-establish your 5 jhana concentration, taking your Ānāpānasati nimitta as object. Imagine from your jhana, please discern Bhuanga mind and Ānāpānasati nimitta, and then please discern 5 jhana factors together. Then you should try 5 mastery if you can discern 5 jhana factors. 5 mastery is whenever you want to enter into jhana, you should try to enter into jhana. Whenever you want to emerge from jhana, you should try to emerge from jhana. You should do dhyana. Dhyana means strong determination. How long do you want to attain your jhana? If you want to attain your jhana for about 1 hour, you should try 1 hour dhyana, strong determination. May my jhana, jhana concentration last long for about 1 hour. And then 2 hours, then 3 hours, etc. In this way you should try dhyana. Then please reflect jhana factors every sitting, emerging from jhana. Very quickly, if you can discern, this is enough. So this masteries you must practice. Today, I will stop here, my tomato. But there are many questions. Some questions I cannot understand clearly. If all 5 aggregates break down into rupa kalabas, what is the difference between sentient beings and inanimate objects? Maybe rupa, there are 5 aggregates, the aggregate of materiality, the aggregate of feeling, perception, formations, and consciousness. But kalapas are only the aggregate of materiality only, not feeling, perception, formations, and consciousness. Kalapas are called the aggregate of materiality. Saminya. How they translate saminya? Saminya. How they translate saminya lakkhana? Anicca, dukkha, anatta. These 3 characteristics are called saminya. Characteristics is true, all are characteristics. But saminya, lakkhana is characteristic.
Marks of existence. Marks.
No.
Natural marks.
Maybe same characteristic. We can say same. Same means, my meaning, please try. If you can discern 4 elements meditation systematically in your body, one day when your concentration deep enough, you can see your body become transparent body, like ice block. And that transparent body, again, if you can concentrate, and that 4 elements of that transparent body, If you can concentrate 4 elements of that transparent body, when your concentration deep enough, it will break down into small particles. But if it is not break down, if you emphasize Akasa Dhatu, space element, then you can see small particles. Kalabas. If you analyze these kalabas, there are 4 types of kalabas. Karma, previous karma also can produce. Karma produce kalabas. For example, eye sensitivity, ear sensitivity, nose sensitivity, tongue sensitivity, body sensitivity, sex determining materiality, etc. They are produced by previous karma. Can you change this? Can you change? Cannot change. It depends on previous karma. If karma is still very strong, it will be very good. If karma is very beautiful karma, your eye will be very beautiful. If your karma is very ugly karma, then your eye will be very ugly. So you cannot change it. There are also karma produce kalabas. In the same way, mind produce kalaba, temperature produce kalaba, nutritive acid produce kalaba, nutriment produce kalabas. So there are 4 types of kalabas. This is in animate world. But in animate world, while you are discerning 4 elements systematically in external world, if you can discern, for example, in the trees, you cannot see trees, but tree is nothing but a group of small particles called kalabas. If you analyze these kalabas, they are only 1 type. Temperature produce kalabas. What is temperature? In each kalaba, if you analyze, there are 8 types. Among 8 types, there is fire element. That fire element is called Udu temperature. That temperature produces new generation. Again, if you analyze that new generation kalaba, there are also 8 types of materiality. Among 8 types of materiality, there is also temperature. That temperature also can produce another new generation successfully for a long time. So they have in the trees or in animate world, there is no karma produce materiality, mind produce materiality, nutritive acid produce materiality. Only 1 type. Temperature produce materiality only. This is different. But there is also similarity. They are also nature impermanent. They are also dukkha. They are also anatta, non-self. Our 4 types of materiality also same nature, dukkha, anatta. This is the same. But text is different. Our body is composed 4 types of kalabas. In animate world, only 1 type, temperature. This is the difference. Is the nimitta always present? Are we just aware of it? When your concentration becomes deep and stable, for example, if you can re-establish your jhana concentration for about 1 hour, 2 hours, etc., at the time nimitta is stable. But as long as you emerge from jhana, and if you pay attention to different object, then nimitta will disappear. But again, if you can concentrate on your breath object, when you are concentration deep, nimitta will appear again. And then, when nimitta appear, if you can maintain your jhana concentration 2 hours, 3 hours, then it will be stable about 2 or 3 hours. My meaning is, if you can maintain your concentration, nimitta will be stable. If you cannot maintain your concentration, then nimitta cannot be stable. So, just aware of it. This is also depend on your concentration. For some meditators, nimitta is still there, but there's a little bit wandering mind, but nimitta does not go away. Still there. But concentration cannot deep. So occasionally there may be wandering mind, but there is also nimitta. For example, especially when you are practicing vipassana, you must re-establish your jhana concentration. As soon as you emerge from your jhana, you must contemplate jhana dhammas. There are 34 mental formations. These 34 mental formations you must contemplate as nature, dukkha, and anatta. For example, you re-establish your jhana. Imagine from jhana, you should contemplate these jhana dhammas as nature, dukkha, anatta. But they are still nimitta. When you are contemplating jhana dhammas as nature, dukkha, anatta, then quickly go back and re-establish your second jhana. You can enter second jhana. Imagine from second jhana, then you must contemplate second jhana dhammas as nature, dukkha, anatta. And then go to third jhana, then fourth jhana. But some meditators, especially when they attain Sankharupaka jnana stage, the knowledge of equanimity towards formations, and then if they like to contemplate only fourth jhana dhammas as nature, dukkha, anatta for a long time, and then nimitta also still there for a long time. They re-establish their fourth jhana concentration. Imagine from fourth jhana, they contemplate fourth jhana dhammas as nature, or dukkha, or anatta. Then again re-establish their fourth jhana dhamma, taking Ānāpānasati nimitta as object, and then they contemplate them as jhana dhammas as nature, dukkha, anatta. Again they can do, at that time nimitta is also still there. My meaning is there may be occasionally mind change object. Although they change object because of their power of concentration, nimitta is still there. This is for experts, not for beginners. Oh. Is walking practice as a valuable in building concentration as sitting practice? Okay, good. Valuable. But usually for beginners, while they are walking, concentration is not deep like sitting. But for experts, always saying, for example, Venerable Subhuti, he is expert in entering into metta jhana. So when he is going for alms round in the village, in front of every house, he enters into metta jhana. Imagine from metta jhana, he accepts their offerings. This is his practice. So it is very easy for him. In the same way, Venerable Sariputta, when he was going for alms round in the village, in front of every house, he entered into cessation attainment, Nirodha Samapatti. Imagine from cessation attainment, he accepts their offerings. This is his nature. So, they are experts. They are not beginners. What is the difference between having thoughts in the background and having thoughts and ignoring them? What is the meaning of ignore? Ignore means what? Not to pay attention. Yes, same meaning. Yes. If you do not pay attention, just focus on your meditation object, it is enough. But background thoughts are very difficult. When concentration becomes deep and deep, deeper and deeper, at that time only the background thoughts disappear. So don't care, do not pay attention to background thoughts. You should pay attention to your meditation object only. So they may be ignored and do not pay attention as saying, then you should not pay attention to these background thoughts. This is not good idea. Number one question. Is there any problem with adding samatha practice accordingly to the primary Ānāpānasati, for example, Metta or 32 part in the early portion of the retreat? There is one sutta, Meghiya Sutta. Ānāpānasati bhikkhve Ānāpānasati bhavidabha udekku pichedhaya. To destroy discursive thoughts, you must practice Ānāpāna. Metta bhavidabha vyavadasa bhahanaya. You must cultivate metta meditation to destroy anger. Asubha bhavidabha ragasa bhahanaya. To destroy craving or attachment, you must practice Asubha Bhavana, formless meditation. In this way, Buddha also explains. So, if you want to practice Metta or 32 parts, it is also good, beneficial. But to attain Metta Jhāna is not easy. If you want to attain Metta Jhāna, I want to teach, to ask you one question. Now, please focus on respectable teacher. You must try to see your teacher's face or your teacher's whole body. You must concentrate on his face or on his body, and then please send metta. May this good person be free from danger. May this good person be free from mental suffering. May this good person be free from physical suffering, etc. When you are sending metta in this way, you must concentrate on his face or on his body, whole body. But his body, his face disappear frequently. Can you concentrate well? Cannot concentrate. Here breath, still always there. You cannot concentrate well. But this body you must create. So not easy. As a general, you can use metta, sending metta, it is good. But to attain jhana is not easy. If you want to attain jhana, usually I teach after kasina. Why? In Kraniya Metta Sutta, there are 500 bhikkhus. They take Kammatthana from the Buddha. They learn their meditation subjects from the Buddha up to Arhat stage. Then they also practice Samatha and Vipassana. What Samatha they practice? They practice 10 kasinas and 8 attainments. Based on these jhanas, they practice Vipassana. They already practice up to Uddiyabhya Jnana stage, the knowledge of rising and falling. Up to that stage they practice, but devas, they disturb there. Because of this reason they go back to the Buddha again. They ask suitable place. Buddha also reflect. He did not see any suitable place except this. They are all places. They stay in one forest. That forest is suitable for them to attain hardship. Other places are not suitable for them to attain hardship. Because of this reason, Buddha teach them Graniya Metta Sutta. According to Graniya Metta Sutta, they recite this sutta as a chanting, as well as metta meditation. In that metta sutta, the beginnings of metta bhavana is what? Sukhi nowa kemi no hontu sabha santa bontu sukhi standa. May all beings well and happy. This such type of sending metta is for all beings. All beings, if they send metta, they attain metta jhana. Why? There are many reasons, but I want to explain. According to traditional way of teaching, there are 40 samatha meditation subjects. Among 40 samatha meditation subjects, they can practice as a one meditation subject as a primary, such as Ānāpāna, for example. This is foundation. Based on this Ānāpāna meditation, they must practice other 4 meditations. Number 1 is metta, loving kindness. Number 2 is Ānāpānasati, recollection of Buddha's quality. Number 3 is Asubha Bhavana, taking dead body as object. They must practice formless meditation up to Vajjana stage. Then number 4 is death, Marananusati, recollection of their own death. So these 4 meditation subjects are compulsory. Everybody must practice, because if there are any difficulty, these are good weapons. For example, if there are any danger, they must emphasize metta meditation. Then these dangers will be far away, go away. If there is any danger, they should also practice Buddha-Nusri, recollection of Buddha's quality. If there is any raga, attachment or craving, they should practice Asubha Bhavana, formless meditation. If there is laziness, etc., they should practice recollection of their own death. Now, for example, death is coming tonight. We all will die tonight. Then we can just find future plans. Is it true? Because tonight we will die. If future plans are useless for us, so we must try hard this night. In the same way, recollection of death, you must practice frequently. So, in that metta sutta, bhikkhus, they practice 10 kasinas in 8 attainments. Occasionally only they practice metta, Buddha-Nusri, Marananusri, Asubha, etc. Because of this reason, their metta is not powerful. But Buddha again teach them to practice metta as a fundamental meditation practice. They, based on 10 kasinas in 8 attainments, they practice metta very easy. They can enter into metta jhana very easy. Why? They must focus. Maybe, for example, if they must re-establish 1 kasina, 4th jhana. For example, white kasina. White kasina up to 4th jhana. Imagine from 4th jhana concentration, if they focus, at that time the light of wisdom is very shiny, very powerful. With the assistance of the light of wisdom, if they focus their respectable teacher, who is same-sex, they can see clearly this picture, the whole body or face. If they like, because of concentrated mind, they can concentrate well on that object. And then if they set metta, within one sitting they can attain metta jhana. This object also cannot disappear very quickly. Because of previous concentration is supporting cause to concentrate, next concentration. So in the same way, if they practice, very soon they can break down the barrier. Break down barrier means they must send metta, taking respectable teacher, taking dear ones, taking neutral ones, taking enemies. One by one they must re-establish their metta jhana concentration. If they can attain metta jhana, taking different persons easily, there is no difference. This is enemy, this is dear one, this is neutral one. If they cannot differentiate, they can enter into metta jhana very easily. Then this is called, they can break down barrier. At that time only they can set metta, savesada, all beings, etc. So sukhi no wakemi no hondu, savasada, hondu, sukhi dada, in this way they can set. Based on kasinas, if they practice this meditation, metta meditation, they can attain metta jhana very easily. Because of this reason, we usually teach for those who had been practiced kasinas, at least 1 kasina or 10 kasinas or 8 attainments. And that only if they switch metta meditation practice, it is very easy. But now you are practicing Ānāpāna, you cannot practice metta jhana. You cannot attain metta jhana. At that time also, as a general, if you practice metta, it is also good. In the same way, 32 bars. If you have enough concentration, if you reflect 32 bars, you can see 32 bars by you, as if you are by physical eye. But Western eye only. You see by your Western eye, the light of Western. But if you cannot see by the light of Western eye, then by imagination also you can reflect. This also can remove attachment temporarily. So it is temporarily if you practice 32 bars. It is also good. How to tell when to add or switch to vipassana, especially with a shorter retreat or practice at home. According to Buddha's teaching, if you want to practice vipassana, you must try to understand ultimate materiality, ultimate mentality, and their causes. Without understanding ultimate materiality, or without understanding ultimate mentality, or without understanding dependent origination, if you practice vipassana, this vipassana will be superficial only. So because of this reason, if you want to attain nibbana, you must renounce. Renounce what? Maybe everything. It is better. Because they are opposite. Nibbana is complete cessation of mentality, materiality, and everything. So if you want to occupy these sensual objects, if you want to attain nibbana, another side, it is both are impossible. Though it is an illusion, the feeling of I amness seems strong throughout life. Dependent origination is usually explained over 3 lives. Does it also function moment to moment in this life to maintain this sense or feeling of I amness? Or is this feeling explained simply by the lack of concentration or mental training to see through the illusion? Though this feeling of I amness or existence can identify with thoughts, the body, etc., as I am in this or that. It appears to be separate. Maybe if you want to understand clearly or to remove feeling of I amness, you should try 4 elements meditation systematically. If you practice 4 elements meditation systematically, one day, as I had already told, you can see kalapas. If you analyze these kalapas, then you can see ultimate materiality. At that time you will understand there is no I. But this is partially. Partially means you understand materiality only. But again, please continue to understand ultimate mentality. You must practice under the guidance of teacher. If you can understand ultimate materiality and mentality, both internally and externally, and please try to understand dependent origination. While you are practicing dependent origination, you should try 3 lives, it is true. So in the past life, you must try to understand ignorance, craving, clinging, volitional formations, and karma. In the present life, 5 aggregates. In future life also, 5 aggregates. In the present life, in the same way, 5 causes. Ignorance, craving, clinging, volitional formations, and karma for future existence. Future existence also nothing but only 5 aggregates. So, cause relationship between cause and effect, you should try to understand. And that only that Sakaya Deity, the wrong view of personality, will disappear. Temporarily only. Temporarily means when you are practicing or when you are meditating, at that time, your wisdom faculty can remove this wrong view of personality temporarily. As soon as you emerge from your meditation practice, if you pay attention to external world, then this wrong view of personality will visit to your mind again. Because of this reason, many Sotapannas, they get married. How to tell when to act? So, if you want to practice vipassana, number 1, you must discern ultimate materiality and mentality. This is the noble truth of suffering, dukkha, sacca. Then number 2, you must discern dependent origination. This is samudaya, sacca, the noble truth of the origin of suffering. These 2 noble truths are the object of vipassana. At that time, you can change into vipassana. You can contemplate them as nature, dukkha, and anatta. That contemplation of nature, dukkha, anatta is called vipassana only. But the object is ultimate materiality, ultimate mentality, and dependent origination factors. Though it is an illusion, the feeling of I amness seems strong throughout life. If you want to destroy completely without remainder the illusion of I amness or the wrong view of personality, please try to attain Sotapanna, to become Sotapanna. At that time, this feeling will disappear completely without remainder. Okay, any question?
Did you just say that the Sotapannas can marry? Or that is why they marry? But you just said it would go away without remainder.
Maybe go away, but there is also, they cannot remove craving completely, attachment completely. Because of this, they married. But they have no wrong view, but wrong understanding partially. Wrong understanding means this is my husband, this is my wife, this is my son, this is my daughter. such type of wrong understanding is still there, not wrong view.
I understand that materiality and mentality are two different things. Materiality can never become mentality, right? And mentality can never become materiality. But how is it then that there are mind-made kalapas are materiality, right?
Oh, this is cause only. Mind is cause only.
Okay.
Mind is cause. Cause and effect, they are completely different. Materiality, mind produce kalapas are effect. Mind is cause. Cause can be both. Karma is also mind. And this is also can produce.
Okay, the other question I had was how is it then that there's the mind door is located in a physicality, in a physical place? If it's the mind, the Bandha consciousness, it's a mentality, right?
In five aggregate world, we call it, this is Pinchokara world. In five aggregate world, without any base, mind cannot rise. Without any object, mind cannot rise. This is nature. But in immaterial world, Arupa world, without base, it is possible because of their Jhāna Bhavana. They practice Jhāna up to immaterial jhanas because they have a lot of repulsiveness to materiality. Because of this materiality, there are many fightings, many quarrelings. Because of this materiality, there are many diseases, eye disease, ear disease, etc. Because of this materiality, there are many torturings. So they have a lot discursive to the materiality, discursive mind to the materiality. Because of this reason, after practicing 4 rupa jhanas, 4 material jhanas, they continue to practice 4 immaterial jhanas. If they can maintain this their jhana up to that moment, depending on their jhana, they be reborn in immaterial world. At that time, mind and rupa, mind and matter separate. But in five material world, they arise depending on each other.
I still don't understand how if they're always separate, how can a mental cause have a physical effect? It seems like they would. I don't understand. I don't understand still if they're completely separate, mentality and materiality. How is it that there can be a mental cause and a physical event? I don't understand.
Please remove your eye. Remove. Can you see me?
No,
if there is no eye, can you see me?
No.
Yes. So eye consciousness arises depending on your eye. So they are connected. Cause and effect means this is called Vuttu Puri Jhana according to Patana relation. Vuttu Puri Jhana means there must be base. That base in eye consciousness must rise before. Eye sensitivity must rise before eye consciousness rising. And then that only eye consciousness can rise depending on eye base. But those, they are immaterial world. This is not by imagination you cannot understand. They are separate. Separate means because of their jhana bhavana only. If you practice this jhana, if you visit to that immaterial world, then you will understand.
Previous said that only rupa is created by the heat or Untitled.
Maybe this is external world, animate world only.
But all inanimate things are produced by temperature?
Yes.
What is then the meaning of temperature?
Uddu may be fire element, heat. Heat and cold, this is called temperature.
And nothing else produces it?
No, nothing else. That temperature can produce in animate world only, not animate world.
But if I get fire and produce a great amount of heat, I don't feel that I'm producing any materiality.
Maybe if you do not believe, then please practice up to Rupa Kamatana stage. Then you can practically practice. Oh yeah, you can pay attention 4 elements in your clothes. This is very close to you. Cloth is nothing but only a group of kalabas. If you analyze these kalabas, you can see 8 types. You can directly see. Buddha's teaching is Ehi Basika. Please come, please try to see. In this way he invites you. Please do not imagination. Imagination alone you cannot understand. So, a group of small particles. If you analyze these kalabas, in each kalaba there are 8 types. Among 8 types there is one factor is fire element, tejo. That tejo is called temperature. That temperature can produce new kalaba. You can directly see only, not imagination.
Do you think then if you went to a world where it's very cold, no temperature, no heat?
This is cold also temperature. Heat also temperature, cold also temperature. Same. Cold also can produce. This is also temperature.
In your talk you spoke about the learning sign and the counterpart sign, and I understood you to say that the kivesa from the heart is temperature-based, but from the mind it's color-based. So do both those elements feed into the production of both the signs?
Yes,
and,
yes.
and do they have to both show, or can just the counterpart sign show?
Counterpart sign also produced by your concentrated mind. And then learning sign also produced by your concentrated mind. But the degree of concentration is not same. When concentration becomes deeper and deeper, then your nimitta will become bright and transparent. That transparent nimitta is called counterpart sign only. But this also produced by concentration, but the degree of concentration is not same.
So the signs are produced by both?
Yes, yes.
Sayadaw, you said that nimitta is the sign of concentration.
Mm.
But I heard someone say that nimitta also reflects the purity of our mind.
Yes, because of this reason.
Between the purity of mind and the concentration.
Maybe this is, we call aramana cause, object cause. Because of this reason, the cause of concentration in this way also I explain. Cause of concentration means if you can concentrate on that nimitta as object, the concentration also can develop up to Jhāna stage. So that Jhāna concentration rises depending on your nimitta. So this is also called the cause of concentration.
Does it mean that if a person's mind is full of 5 hindrances, he can have to use a very high concentration, so there will be no very bright?
Yes. Okay. If you are visiting to Miami frequently, it is not easy. Okay, today let that stop. Sharing merit. idame bonya asawakaya wahan hodu idame bonya nibbanasa pachayo hodu idame bonya sabha sadana bhajima tesabe mesama punya baga labandu sadhu sadhu sadhu